Hello everyone, in this video I would like to show how can we use the Profinet Siemens i7-1200 controller to switch the program to IV2, this camera. And in the actual cases, in one machine, it probably is using one camera to check a different variant and check the different parts. So once we finish this whole production inspection, so the machine need to change over, get it ready to prepare to check the next part. So in this IV2 camera, we can set up the 32 programs. Once we finish one whole batch, we can use the HMI or use the different button to switch the different program. In the previous video, I used the Siemens 1200 controller and typo software to program how can we trigger and register this camera result. And in this video, I will show how can we program a simple ladder logic to switch the program inside this IV2 camera. And in this IV2 camera, I prepare a couple programs already. So this is the program 0, program 5, program 7, and program 8. So I will use the Siemens i7-1200 PLC and the typo to program the switch logic to switch those programs. Okay, now the current program is 0. And to check out the detailed information to switch the program for this IV2, and you need to go to the Keyence website, Vision Sensor IV2, and click this menu. And find IV2 Series User Menu Field Network. And in this menu, it shows the programming switch topic. And this is that document, IV2 Series User Menu Field Network. And then let's go to find out the switching the programs. And here, that is the timing chart, switching the programs. Firstly, we can prepare the programming number. And then we can trigger the signal from PLC to IV2 to trigger the signal program switching request. This signal need to turn on till we got this program switching response. Once we get this program switching response turned on, so we can turn off this program switching request signal. This is the key idea. So firstly, from the PLC side, we need to assign the tag. To assign this tag's name, we need to refer, so we need to check out the input and output this tag mapping. Okay, so firstly, let's check out the input. That means the signal from IV2 to the PLC. The feedback signal, very important variable, that is this, the program switching response. And other than this, another important, that is the current program number. So if we go down, and the current program number is here. That is the 16 to 17, the byte. And regarding the output, so we need to send a trigger signal to switch the job number, the program number. That is this, the program switching request. And the program number setting, that comes from this byte 4 and 5. That is the program number setting here. That means we need to assign those tag name inside the typo Siemens software. So let's go to the typo side. And in the previous video, we set up the Profinet communication, and also we program this trigger logic by using the sequence logic. We also use this FC12 to trigger and register the camera result IV2. So to assign the tag name, let's go to the device configuration. And then let's go to the network view. Double click this IV2 station. Let's firstly assign the tag name from this input. The input means the signal from IV2 to PLC. Click this line and we can shift to the IO tags here. Okay, regarding this input assignment mapping list, so firstly let's find out this programming switching response signal. That comes from the byte 0, bit 2. So because our address start from the 500, so this byte 0, that is a 500, and bit 2, that is a 500.2. So that is this tag, a named program switching response. So let me type in here, IV2 program switching response. And next one, that is the current program. So the current program, that is the 16 bytes. So let's go to find 516. That should be an integer number. It should come from within here. 508 start from 508. So 516 to 517, that 2 bytes, that is the current program number. So I will name it IV2. Program number. $516. $516. So that is the current number. Okay. So, and then let's assign the output signal. And since the output signal we cannot assign at here, so we can go to the PLC tag, show all tags, and we start from the 500 here. Keep in mind this. So let's go to show all tags. So the output, we start from the 500. If we need to assign the output trigger signal, let's go find out the menu. And for the signal output, we need to assign 2 tags. One is this program switch request, this control signal from 0 by 2, that is a 500.2. That is the switching request command signal. One is the program number setting, so that is a 4 to 5, 504 to 505. That 2 bytes, 1 integer number here. Okay, let's go to the PLC tag. And at here, firstly, let's declare that Q 5.2. So we need to assign this Q 500.2 to program switching request. IV2 program switch request. That is a one command. So personally, I would prefer to put a commands. So we know that is a one output signal. And the actual program number setting, that is a 4 and a 5. So that is one integer. So we need to set QW 504. And that is a one integer. This QW 504 includes byte 504 and 505. Okay, and this is IV2 program switch number setting. This is a very important output signal from PLC to IV2. Okay, let's go to the programming side. So let's go to the FC12. At the bottom of those logic, let's shrink it first. So those are the trigger and the register result. And from this network 10, we can program the IV2 job or program switch. So we can name it IV2 program switch. Okay, so firstly, we can prepare the program setting. So we will use one move. And the target, that is that QW 504. That is the IV program switching number setting. So the number can come from one MW address, for example, MW300. Okay, this is one integer number. So we can rename this tag and name it the IV2 program setting. Okay, that is one integer. MW300. So we will use this MW address to set the number 5 or number 7, number 8 or 0 program. This network is used to prepare the program. So we can name it number setting. So next network is used to trigger. So program switch trigger. Our actual command, that is Q 500.2. That is the program switch request. And we need a trigger signal. Also, we need one P trigger. Only care about the rising edge. And then we'll latch in this tag by using itself. And the signal will drop. We need that feedback response signal. So that is the IV2 switching response. Switching response, that is this. Input 500.2. That's the response from the IV2. And here we need a trigger command signal. So that trigger command signal can come from M302.0. We can name it IV2 program switch command. And here we need a P trigger, need a memory here. So we can use M202.1. Okay. And name it command ONS rising edge. Okay. So once we give a trigger signal, it will latch in. But once we receive this switching response, it will drop this switch request signal. Okay, and in the meantime, here, if our program setting and actual program, they are not the same, once we have triggered this, at here, we can use the compare. Use not equal. Then compare use not equal. So on the top, we can use this tag, that's the integer. And the bottom, we can use our IV2 current program. So we can type in IV2 current program number, that's the integer input. Okay, so that means if our setting and the current program, they are not the same, once we give a trigger, it will trigger. All right, so let's save the project and download. And keep in mind, our current IV2 program, it is 0. So after we download, we can click this monitor. And we can see the current program is 0. So at here, we can set a number 5 or number 7 or number 8. They are existing program inside the IV2. So firstly, we can set this number to 5 and get it ready. Our setting is 5. The current is 0. So now it's ready. So once we trigger this command, the program will switch to the number 5. So let's trigger, turn it on. And we can see it's very quick. And now the program switched to the number 5. So if now we shift back to the IV2 side, so we can see the current program switch to the number 5. And system is ready to receiving the new trigger now. And if we set a number 7, and now our new setting is number 7, and current program is number 5. It's waiting for this trigger signal. And now if I go to trigger it, we will see this switching is very fast. So let me trigger. So we can see it switched to the number 7. And once it switched to the number 7, now if I trigger this camera, so let's go to the initial start and let me present the part and trigger this camera. So now this sequence shows complete. Okay, let's shift to the IV2 side. We should see the number 7 program is running and it got a new trigger there. Okay, so we can see now it's running the program 7 and it got a trigger and take a new picture at here. Okay, let's try one more time. If I set a 0, so now the current program is 7. We set 0, waiting for the new trigger. Okay, and now I trigger it So it switched to the program 0. And let's trigger this camera. And this time I will load one byte part. So go back to the initial start. And let's present one part. And let's trigger it. Okay, let me trigger. I load one byte part. Okay, so it's done. The sequence complete. So let me turn off the signal. Okay, let's go to the IV2 side. So we can see it got a new trigger and take this new picture. So this is a one byte part and the current program that is a 0. So that is the program switch for this IV2 by using the PLC to trigger that program switch. And the key idea is this logic. So we need to latch in this Q, this program switch, till we get this switching response turned on. So using this current program number monitoring, we can know the current program is running. And using this QW, this Q setting, so we can set the actual number for the IV2 program switch. Alright, that is the program switch for IV2. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up. If you like to watch more videos in my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you for watching.